Although I don't like to admit there's a benefit to insomnia, sometimes it pushes me to try new things and realize new insights, such as recently when I had a pretty bad case of it, just could not sleep, and decided to just try to clear my thoughts out. And a lot of times we identify with our thoughts, but of course when you start really observing the thinking process, you realize that you are the observer, you are the witness of the thoughts. And one way of meditating is just to kind of observe the thoughts go by like clouds and not attach to them. But what I was coming up with recently was this technique of just kind of like the game Whack-A-Mole, where little things will pop up and you try to, hit them at little pizza places or wherever they have these games, and treating my thoughts like little moles that would pop up from underground. And because in this altered state of insomnia, I realized that we kind of like, the thinking process is, it's not just words, it's concepts, it's threads of ideas, sentences. So we kind of dip in to the mind and bring something back out. So when I notice myself starting to dip in to my mind, I just like, no, we don't need that. No thanks. It's not important. Because most of our thoughts aren't important. It's just rumination. There are times in life, in our work or personal life, where we might need to think about something and come to some conclusions and, ponder for a while. But for the most part, it's just chatter. And I was actually pretty pleased with how these thoughts would cease if I just kind of asked them to. And then there would be some relative silence, and then a thought would arise again, and I would just say no as soon as I started to see it arise, because it's all stuff I've thought about before. It's not stuff I really need to think about again. So stopping one's thoughts in one's tracks, in their tracks I should say, is an interesting practice, and something that I'm going to continue more, and I thought I'd pass it along in case it's useful for anyone else too. Thanks.